lived with my boyfriend and his parents for 3 months, and none of them knew that I was transgender. I'm going to tell you how she found out. So basically, here's a little background on me. I started transitioning when I was a teenager, and, I went through the whole glitz and glam. I met my boyfriend here in New York, and, he was staying in Buffalo, but he relocated to New York, homeless. I met him outside. We eventually ended up getting together, and he told me that he was going to move back in with his parents, and he would love for me to come with. So I went, and I didn't tell him, yo, I'm trans.
Whoa, that's crazy that she did not tell him. How did you even get away with him not knowing this long?
Hey, that's crazy though. We're gonna get back to the episode, man. But yeah, y'all go to my other channel, subscribe to that thing, man. The person that comes first, the most until we get to 1,000 subs will win $500, man. Y'all don't want to miss that. Also, when we hit 100K on this channel, I will be doing a $2,500 giveaway, man. Y'all don't want to miss it. So when I go live, make sure y'all join that live. You feel what I'm saying? I also will be doing a party in my home city, Birmingham, Alabama, when we hit 100K for the plaque reveal. So let's hit that subscribe button. Let's get to 100K, fam. You feel me? But also, wait, hold up. Y'all heard that? Back with another reaction, but yeah, we basically got a story of this woman basically dating this man for over 3 months, bro, and she never told him that she was a former. You feel what I'm saying? She was one of them Optimus Primes. You hear me? Decepticon. You hear me, bro? You playing with fire when you do that, man. When you're one of those, you have to be up front from the jump. You know what I'm saying? You have to, man. But yeah, man, let's get to the video, fam. This is Derek Branch. I react to a couple of his videos from time to time. I think he did a good breakdown because I could not find this original video for nothing. So we're going to watch his breakdown. But yeah, let's get 1,000 likes on the video. Road to 1 million subs, man. I always remember all things are possible to them that believe. Let's get to the video, fam.
This also makes me wonder, would it be considered morally wrong to not let a person that you're talking to know that you're not cisgendered? Like, should we have to tell them? This here is Donna the Goat, and listen to this story.
He introduced me to his mom, he introduced me to his dad, I met a few of his siblings. And, I was even laying in the bed. There are times that I was showering, and my mom would come in, and nobody had a clue. So one day, I asked to use mom's phone, and my phone was not working, so I logged into my Instagram. I have 2 Instagram accounts. I have one for people that know, and another for people that don't. So I ended up forgetting to log out. And his mom went to use her phone after me. And the next day, when I woke up, I just found her acting really funny. She was acting really strange. She loved me, but then she started acting very standoffish, almost like you betrayed me. Like, you could see the look in her eye. So, I finally decide that I've had enough with attention, and I want to ask her, what's really good? Like, what's happening? What's going on? What's beef? So she's like, you logged into my phone last night. Do you know what you left on there? I said, no, nothing. I should have logged out. And she said, I went to your page and I watched your videos. I said, what videos? She said, of your transition. You didn't tell us. So then she's like, you were around my kids. You were around my grandkids. You were around my nieces and nephews. Why didn't you tell me that?
The whole, you were around my kids, you were around my family, what is wrong with you? Like as if her existence would corrupt their children in the family. Like, what the fuck?
It could.
Like, her presence is...
Like I say, her house is her rules. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, she should have told her what she was. From the jump. That's just that. You hear me?
Gonna make your children want to transition. Like, bro, what the fuck? And even if you did want to transition when they get older, what the fuck is the problem with that? We're in 2022, guys. We can be whatever the fuck we want. When it comes to the family, she doesn't owe them that information. One thing that fucking blew me though.
She do owe them that information. She's staying with them. Well, not for the fact that she's staying with them, for the fact that she's dating the mother's son. She owes him that information. Because she wouldn't be in there if she wasn't dating the son. You know what I'm saying?
You have this huge, deep secret of being trans. You didn't even tell your boyfriend. You have 2 Instagrams. And you logged in with the one that shows you transitioning. Like, that shit makes no fucking sense to me. If that's the case, if you're gonna be that careless, you might as well just told him.
I said, ma'am, listen, you make it seem like I'm a threat to the public safety or something. I'm a regular girl, but I knew if I would have said something that I would be labeled otherwise and I would be dehumanized and treated funny. That's why I didn't say nothing. She said, well, you gotta get up and help clean up. You know what, if you're gonna be living here, you gotta help clean up. She started getting real snappy. So I'm like, I'm just gonna pack my things and go because I know that's the next thing you're gonna say. She's like, yeah, does my son know? I said, nah. She said, you know what, we're gonna keep it between us, but you gotta go. I said, okay. So what did I do? I packed myself and I left. I wasn't gonna play with her.
I'm glad that you didn't even fight with her and you just packed your shit.
I'm glad the mom didn't tell not the whole world no. So hey, wait, what y'all think? Y'all think the mom should have told him? I don't think I would have wanted to know that, bro. I think I would have just not a world no, but I think I wouldn't have wanted to know. I would have rather found out this way than to find out then. So I understand what the mom was doing.
Bro, she's obviously transphobic, so like, why the fuck would you even want to stay in a house like that? Like that, I wouldn't. I don't want to be where I'm not wanted. I'll bounce out this motherfucker. Cause like, wow, now that you know that I'm trans, I gotta do more chores in your house. I gotta pay more bills in your house because I'm trans. Like, what the fuck? But I do think
it's not because she's a former. It's because I feel like she lied. She lied about it. If you lie about that, ain't no telling. You feel me? What else you lied about? I don't think she transphobic. You know what I'm saying?
Fair for the mother to be mad that you did not tell her son that you were trans. But that depends on if she knows if her son cares or not about that situation. Because what if he doesn't care? He was homeless, right? She probably doesn't know her son, and he probably didn't care what she was. He just loved the person. Some people just love the human. I don't know what sexuality that was, but there's a sexuality where you just love the person regardless of what gender, regardless if they have a penis or a vagina. You don't care. And you care about what's up in here and in here. But I will say, y'all been together for 3 months. I'd say it's about that time you tell that dude. I don't even know how did 3 months go?
First of all, if y'all ain't noticed about 200 acres, I'm here to put it out now. I believe there's only 2 genders. I don't believe in 125,000, 1 million gender. I'm sorry. Either you got a penguin or you don't. Or you hear me? I don't believe in people calling themselves they. Like, what is that? How you gonna call yourself something plural? You know what I'm saying? It sounds like something demonic to me. You hear me? I'm a they. What? Niggas don't even want to be human no more. Like, what is going on? You hear me? Bro, nah, bro.
Where he didn't even see your genitals one time. That's confusing. And you have 2 Instagrams. You don't even show him the other Instagram, but you have the balls to log in with your hidden Instagram on his mother's phone, but not tell him. That doesn't add up. I do believe, though, if you guys are just friends and you're not in a romantic relationship, I don't think it's their business. It's no one's business to know if you're trans or whatever you've done. Unless you got an STD, then you got to start telling people. But once you know, like, things are going to get sexual, or you're even under the impression that they might change their feelings about you if you're trans, I think that is when you have to tell them. Morally, that would be morally right, is when you should tell them. But maybe that's just me. Let's read these comments. It's not the parents' business to know. Exactly, that's what I just said. I agree. This seems so dangerous. How did you move in and not tell him? Were y'all not intimate? Right, that's what I'm wondering.
Thanks.
It sounds like a serious relationship. You were living with him. Why not tell him and give him the option? I'm thinking we all on the same page here. As a mom of 2 adult sons, and if this was thrown in my lap, it's not the fact that he was with a biological man, God, it's the fact he didn't know. I feel for the mom, right? It's the not knowing
Facts.
part that's kind of, I would be mad too. If I was a mother, I'd be mad about that too. It's important that you be upfront. You are you. And don't move in with parents or BF ever. If he loves you, he will get his place for you. But he was homeless, so like, I don't know about him getting a place anyway. How did the boyfriend not know? Well, it's obvious she's not fucking him or like doing anything intimate with him. So that means that he's been okay with this relationship, not having any kind of intercourse. You playing a dangerous game. And low-key, that's true. This person is playing a dangerous game. There's a lot of straight men that just would not know how to act if they were kissing or fucking on.
I ain't even gonna know. Like, let's say, you know, like the trend. This is a question I got for y'all, right? You know, like the trend, because I don't swing that way. I mess with women and I mess with women my whole life. But this is something I've always been curious about. So, like, let's say, you know how the transformers that's fully transformed, like I'm talking about in the genitalia area? The fact that it's not a natural, what's the word? The fact that it's not a natural box. You feel me? I'm thinking to myself, like, it can't feel the same as a real woman because I'm like, it's not natural. So it have to, like, where would the fluids come from when you actually having an intimate moment? I'm like, camera. Yeah, like, where would the fluids come from? Because I'm pretty sure real women got something that make it juice up. But if you're not a woman, how does it get the fluid and all of that? That's the thing. I'll be like, man, you feel me? You should know a difference between, man, let's get to the video.
A biological man. It's because a lot of men have been conditioned by other men and their father figures that this is just unacceptable. Imagine growing up and your own father would disown you for any kind of gay activity. Couldn't even touch a doll without being called gay or feminine. Look at this video.
Should I tell him I'm trans when I see him today?
So first thing, the girl that made this video lied about this entire situation. She's not trans or whatever. But there are trans people that's been in this situation. Which is why I'm shocked you don't tell them your biological sex, because you should know how men will act. If that wasn't true, right? Look at this video.
I don't know why, but I'm convinced that y'all like playing with y'all life. It's not hard to shoot somebody a text and let them know the situation. Because all they can say is they don't like it, they don't want to deal with it, and then they'll go on by their business. But y'all rather string somebody along and then be like, I'm going to tell him I'm trans. That should have been the first thing you told him. And then not even speaking on if y'all done did something sexual and then you telling him afterwards, see me, I'm gonna beat your ass.
So me personally, I don't feel like anyone deserves the right to put hands on somebody just because they didn't tell you that they were like not cisgendered. But I can understand the anger. The problem here is all these men agreeing. Well, at least it was a fair fight. No, bro. I can't get mad when a dude beats up another dude. See, no, bro. See, this is wrong. These hands eat for everyone. No, bro. See, this is the, I'm sorry, this is the toxic mindset. This is not correct, guys. Don't be just hit.
I'm sorry, Derek Branch, but that's grounds to get them hands put on you, my boy. That's grounds to get beat up. You hear me? I'm sorry. That's just what it is. You hear me?
I don't care if they were not born a man or born a woman. We not just don't do that. That's just, bro, you can talk about your problems. We don't got to hit people. Violence is never the answer. But now this is kind of a problem because there are people that believe that they shouldn't have to tell their partner shit. This person is saying that they don't have to say shit until the first date. I can almost understand this because you got to be careful who you tell is trans, because the thing is a lot of violence happens to trans people. So like you got to be careful who you tell. But one question I do have, if you guys have been getting to know each other for a couple weeks and then you guys get to the date, wouldn't it be more dangerous to tell them on the date than when you're at home in your safe place? I don't know. Is that just me?
Imagine a person is about to have sex with a partner. They need to reveal that they're trans?
First and foremost, most trans people talk to their partners long before that happens. That's number one. Number two, the reason a lot of them keep it to themselves and don't date men or whatever is because trans people, trans women, especially trans women of color, are being murdered in the streets because men in their fucking ego cannot handle the idea of being attracted to somebody who's trans. That's number two. And number three, since we're going there, let's go all the way there. I think if you're...
Buddy like trans. Yeah, you like men, bro. It's cool to admit it. The reason niggas is mad is because, bro, why didn't you tell me you was this way? You feel me? Like, point blank. You should have told me so I could have made my choice in the beginning. You feel me? Now I gotta live with my conscience seared because I done went and did stuff to somebody I didn't even know what it was. You hear me? So no, not me. It ain't happened to me. I'm just saying, like, that's why niggas mad. You can't sit up here and justify that. Like this dude right here, probably, bruh, come on, man.
Not well endowed and you cannot last longer than 15 seconds, I think you should tell a woman that. If you have no oral skills and don't plan on learning, I think you should tell a woman that. If you are lazy in bed, no inventiveness whatsoever, you're just wham bam thank you ma'am, I think you should tell a woman that. Give that woman the choice of being with you. Yeah. Since let's make all things fair then.
Nigga, that's not even the same as what we talk. Like, bro, he brought in a whole nother subject that don't even matter. That's not even what's the word I'm looking for? That's not even the same as the other subject. We talking about, you feel me, being a man or a woman. Not, man, you know what? I'm not finna try to. Y'all know what I'm saying. My mind done got twisted. You hear me?
You gonna do it that way.
He was saying a lot of facts. The only place that he lost me is kind of how he painted this like rebuttal. The first guy is saying, if me and you are gonna have intercourse, you have to tell me your biological sex. This guy is basically saying, if I have to tell you my biological sex, then you got to tell me how long you last in bed. Yeah, I'm trying to be charitable with what he's trying to say, but I just don't think that's the same.
It's not.
So I found one more video of a person that claims to be...
Buddy explained it so much better than me. I done got my brain twisted up and he just went and said exactly what I was trying to say. You hit me?
Transgender talking on this subject.
At what point in a relationship do you tell your partner that you're trans? Hi, my name's Kenzie. I'm a post-op transgender woman who likes to answer the awkward questions. For me, my answer is very strict. I would not even flirt with someone without them knowing. I've had friends say, if you want to get someone, you're struggling and, people are transphobic, why tell them in the first place? There is not a person on earth who deserves my body.
I ain't even gonna cap. I don't even think she got to tell a nigga she one of them. We already know. You hear me? Like, you ain't got to tell nobody. You hear me?
If they don't accept me for who I am. The idea of kissing someone, let alone sleeping with someone, without knowing right off the bat that they accept me for who I am, makes me want to spew vomit. And of course, there's the other spectrum of like, well, you should tell them anyways, because that's a trust thing. And yeah, sure, whatever, I get it. I don't care about that. I don't care about the person who I'm with. I care about respecting myself for who I am. There are some who will say, after the first date or something, because a lot of times people, if they're dating somebody who's trans for the first time, it can be awkward and they can deny it. Whereas if you have that first date, get them a little more comfortable, then tell them, there's a better chance that they're going to be okay with it. But me personally, they don't deserve me unless, they know.
So see, this right here is the most balanced response that I heard, bro. If you even think that they might be transphobic, they're not the one for you, because they ain't going to respect you. And you got to respect yourself. You feel what I'm saying? This was the best answer to me, bro. I agree with this. If you're planning on dating this person, just tell them immediately, because you're saving yourself from a headache and time to find someone that likes you for you. What do y'all think about this? Guys, we just made it to 400.
It sound like niggas be mad that, like, these niggas sound like it's mad that a nigga don't want to date a trans. Just because I don't want to be gay, don't make me transphobic. I have literally gay friends. I never been around like a trans person before, but if I see a trans person, I'm gonna be polite to that person. So therefore, I'm not transphobic. I just don't want to date a trans person. You see what I'm saying? That's just that. But look at her. I know y'all heard her snoring in the background. Let me show y'all. Gigi. Squeeze, squeeze. Gigi. You sleep? Gigi. Wait, hold up. All right, man. Thank you guys for watching the video. Man. See you guys next video. Always remember, be safe ahead, kings and queens. Let's get it.